Ladies and gentlemen, a 5-round bout in the light welterweight division. Introducing first in the red corner from Gretna, Louisiana. He is 40 years old, standing 5 feet 8 inches tall, and weighing in at 144 pounds. He has a contact karate record of 10 wins, 3 losses, and no draws, with 6 of his wins by knockout. Welcome, please, Juan Perez. And in the blue corner from Shreveport, Louisiana, he is 21 years old, at 5 foot 9 inches tall, weighing in at 139 pounds, with a contact karate record of 35 wins, 7 losses, 1 draw, with 23 of his wins by knockout. He is the PKA's #3 world-ranked lightweight contender. He is the PKA Mid-South lightweight champion, Robert Visitacion. The referee for this 5-round bout, Rio de Janeiro.
So it's a very popular Robert Visitacion will join Juan Perez for some quick instructions.
This is a 5-round fight fought under the auspices of the Professional Karate Association. All punching and kicking techniques will be above the waist. 8 kicks per round are required. Defend yourself at all times. Touch gloves. May the best man win. Good luck to both of them.
So is the youngster and the 40-year veteran going to their respective corners. Good look at the Mid-South lightweight champion. Again, fighting in the light welterweight division tonight, Robert Visitacion. And Juan Perez, 40 years of age, 5'8", 144. And John Worley, I guess both of us being over 40, we got to relate with this man. But what in the world is he doing in there with the youngster Visitacion?
Well, I'll tell you, most of us guys at this age are sitting back in our living room chairs there watching these fights, and here he is up here still tussling with these kids, and he does a good job. He's got 10 wins. He's got 6 knockouts. He's just a tough guy.
They are set to go 5 rounds, and we are underway here in Lake Charles. Again, Perez on the right in the red, Visitacion in the white with his back to you. Oh, good counter off of those kicks by Perez. Visitacion kind of smiling a bit as he comes back across the ring at him.
I'm sure Visitacion is coming out here and having a little bit of a tendency maybe to underestimate Juan Perez. Visitacion is by far the better technician, the better kicker, as we'll see there. Perez is more basic in his kicks, but with 6 knockouts, he's got to be dangerous.
Visitacion trying to go to work with his hands. Perez doing a good job with those side and front kicks to get him off of him in the corner. Spinning back kick that time by Visitacion. Could have been dangerous, but Perez saw it coming and ducked away.
Perez is, I think, spending too much time hanging back there and just watching. He's a little tight here. This is by far the best opponent that he's faced in Robert Visitacion. He's got to be a little psyched out about fighting this guy, this lightweight regional level champion.
Almost an incredible stat, 35, 7 and 1 for Visitacion, and he's only 21. He has had a passel of experience.
Visitacion taking some chances there, letting those hands drop, sticking that chin out. He's got to feel the strength of Juan Perez here, and I think maybe he'll back off with some of that.
Visitacion, you can see how well he comes in behind those kicks. Ooh, that heel kick almost caught Perez.
I tell you what, spinning back kick like that was very, very dangerous. Perez ducked it just at the right time. He could have really been stuck because he was trapped in the ropes and couldn't get away from it.
You see the final seconds of a very exciting round 1 of a scheduled 5-rounder. Round number 2 of a scheduled 5-rounder. Light welterweights tonight. Robert Visitacion in the white, the current Mid-South lightweight champion. His title not at stake tonight against Juan Perez, however. A very active first round for both fighters. Visitacion with just a little bit of a problem with the protective shoe on the right foot.
Visitacion looks to me to be a little lackadaisical. He's just kind of dropping those hands. I think he's probably not really psychologically up for this fight. That could prove to be a real problem, although
Perez going down. Rio de Janeiro indicates a slip, no knockout. Visitacion had looked momentarily at the kick cards to see where he was on kicks, and just as he did, Perez nailed him with one. Visitation regrouped himself and came back strong, however. But that was a look that could have cost him quite costly here in the second round. Perez with the right hand. Visitation following with the hands and the kicks.
Good combination in by Visitation. He does a good job of following his hands with his kicks, even as he's backing away. This has been a pretty fast pace. I don't know if Perez is going to have any problems with that in the 4th and 5th round if this pace continues.
Neither fighter's having any trouble with kicks. Another slip by Perez. He tries to smile it off.
That's embarrassing. You hate to see
It is
that.
indeed.
It's one of those air kicks.
He's back up. As a matter of fact, he has thrown 13 kicks in this round already. Visitation 11 so far as you see the closing seconds of round number 2. Visitation, the younger of the two, but has not taken control of the 40-year-old Juan Perez as of yet. Round number 3 is underway here at the Lake Charles Civic Center.
Perez seems to be a little...
tonight. Excuse me, Juan Perez and Robert Visitation. Another slip ruled by the referee, Rio de Janeiro.
I was going to say, it looks like Perez maybe has gotten over the tightness of getting out here and fighting this guy. He's throwing his punches with a little more authority now. As is Robert Visitation. They're heating up.
This is a brawl now in the corner here in Lake Charles.
You have to admire Juan Perez at age 40 years old. He's not giving a thing to this kid.
How long can one of these fighters stand as they throw barrages at each other? Visitation, the young 21-year-old, looking at 40-year-old Juan Perez and saying, wait a minute, I threw a lot of punches and I kicked well. And Perez is coming back with a right hand.
Perez has Visitation in just a little bit of trouble, I think. He hit him with a good right hand on the chin. Visitation seems okay now, but for a second he seemed a little shaky.
Visitation was very concerned about the people that he brought here from Shreveport to fight tonight. He may have should have been more concerned about the man he's fighting tonight, Juan Perez. Under a half a minute to go in round 3 of its scheduled 5-rounder.
Hands are down. Dig it. Come on, Robert.
Perez again landing. And again.
Perez has got a good right hand. Visitation has tasted it most of the night.
Well, Visitation just hit Perez right on top of the head, and it hurts your hand.
And there's the bell to end a very exciting 3rd round. Well, this crowd here in Lake Charles paid their money to see a good fight, and already they have seen in this fight through 3 rounds that Juan Perez, the 40-year-old from Gretna, Louisiana, is in there with Robert Visitation out of Shreveport. Wow.
Okay.
This is Visitation's corner.
Because out there, no, probably on my nose and my sinus
See
circle.
Robert Visitation there throwing a hard body shot. He has Perez in that corner, but Perez came back there with a good stiff right hand, popped Visitation's head. He's not doing bad in these inside fight trade-outs. Later in the round, Perez chasing Visitation for the first time in this fight, moving him back, missing with a lot of shots there. Nobody hit anything on that.
The bell sounds, and here we are in round 4 of a 5-round light welterweight fight from Lake Charles, Louisiana. Robert Visitation in the white, Juan Perez in the red, and we have had a war through the first 3 rounds. Right hand by Visitation. A right hand by Perez. What a fight from Lake Charles. Oh, nice move by Visitation. Beautifully done. John, we have been so excited about this fight. I know you're scoring with us. How about the first 3 rounds?
Well, My scoring is unofficial, but I have right now Visitation ahead only by 1 point. Actually, on the graphic it shows Perez with 28. It should be Visitation with 28.
But it's still that close.
It's
with
close,
Visitation up by only a point. And Visitation, the 21-year-old, thought he might just kind of waltz through this one tonight, is finding a different avenue.
He's found himself a guy that wants to fight.
I tell you what, he's found an avenue full of crocodiles down here in Lake Charles, that's for sure. I'm telling you what, Juan Perez, at 40 years of age, fighting very well in the 4th round, has got himself in some good shape.
He sure has. Inspiration to all those old guys. Ooh, Perez really trying to wade in now and land the big right hand.
Visitation is just almost letting Perez carry the fight here in the 4th, maybe hoping he'll tire a little bit more.
And Visitation is picking his shots. He's really fighting a smarter fight now because he's not getting into those toe-to-toe slugfests. And he's picking his shots, and he's really better off doing that. That's the way he's going to win this fight.
Telegraphed that right hand, and Perez picked it off well. Both fighters have been averaging right at about a dozen kicks per round. And there's the bell to end round 4. We'll go to the 5th in a moment. Well, we wanted a fight. We've got it in the final round. Round number 5, light welterweights. Robert Visitation in the white, 40-year-old Juan Perez in the red. And now we've got a timeout called by the referee, Rio de Janeiro. There's that right boot again that was giving him trouble.
They don't have it taped on properly.
John, we have reevaluated the scoring, a very hectic 4th round. How about now?
Well, I've got Visitation winning that 4th round, so that would put him up by 2 now, 39-37, as we see here.
That is unofficial here at ringside. John Worley, of course, who has been in and out of the ring, knows exactly what to expect and starts the figuring here tonight as Visitation patiently waits for the tape. Even more patiently as Juan Perez is kind of playing to the crowd, and the crowd's eating it up.
Juan has not hurt his stock here in Lake Charles tonight.
Hey, this may be a key. It gives him a little rest. He fought for about 35 seconds. He rests a little. Now he's got a little rest time. Visitation's not going to give him a chance to recover, though. Uppercut by Visitation. Oh, what a right hand by Perez. Visitation's in trouble. How he got out of that, I'll never know. That right hand by Perez was right on the money.
Perez does hit hard.
Visitation again glancing back at that kick count. He has over a dozen, no problem in the round. This is the 5th and final round. This crowd's going to be on their feet at the end of this, baby. You can bet on it. Visitation frowning, saying, why doesn't this guy go away?
Visitation's making a real bad mistake as he steps in to throw his left hand. He's wading in, and Perez is getting the right hand off first. Visitation's moving his head right into it.
Juan Perez, are there some other 38, 39, and 40-year-old competitors out there that say, hey, I might want to give it one more shot? Think about that carefully before you do.
Absolutely.
Juan in great shape against Visitation here.
Regardless of the outcome, I have to say Juan Perez has won a moral victory in this fight.
And there's the bell. What a fight, the light welterweight. Oh my, 40-year-old Juan Perez has proved that he came to fight tonight against 21-year-old Robert Visitation, who knows he's been in with a fighter. Well, as the crowd tries to refresh themselves, we are ready to find out what the decision of this exciting fight has been. Here is Les Samuels.
We have a unanimous decision. Judge Wildman scores the fight 46-50. Judge Blaylock scores the fight 46-50. Judge Vaughn scores the fight 46-50. it is a unanimous decision to Robert Visitation.